I remember when I was a kid, I had my own little plastic toolbox. I loved playing with it.
When he told us he was signing up for carpentry school, we weren't surprised. He's always liked working with his hands and doing things outdoors.
I asked around, I talked with teachers, with people I knew, with friends who work in construction, and something clicked. I really liked what I saw and heard, so I said to myself, why not give it a try?
One day he saw my brother-in-law come home with a briefcase and he told me, I don't think I'll ever work in an office and take the subway. He was just a kid back then. And that's what he thought work was, an office, a briefcase, and the subway. Ah, this is your class. Ah, look at you.
Oh, for sure. At first I was worried because I'd gone to Jean Eudes College, which was a pretty expensive private school, and usually parents want their kids to pursue their studies at a higher level. The parents of all my friends were like, forget it, you're going to CEGEP. And many of my friends I talked to would say, I'd love to do the kind of stuff that you're doing, but my parents want me to study medicine or something like that.
We never said, oh my gosh, we've paid for 5 years of private school for nothing. Not at all.
And this is the toolbox I made at school. We had to make it like this by hand, with no mechanical tools, so we could get used to using saws and other cutting tools. And we'll be using it right through our Diploma of Vocational Studies. It's fun. I wake up with a smile, and when I go to school, I'm doing something I really love. If the window is crooked, don't worry. Deal with it. Say you're redoing the siding on a house. You won't necessarily replace the windows just because they're crooked. You need to adjust. Hi, Eric.
Hey,
How are
Mr.
you?
Vincent.
I'm fine, and you? Happy to see you. It's a fairly tricky module because there's a lot of calculating to start with, lots of mathematics. We built a little shed, and so what we did is we went step by step. We started with the floor, then the walls, and then we did the roof. You need to keep a bit of space for expansion at the end of your nail. That's it. Good. I think it's important to get the message through to parents, to give them a positive image of vocational training. My path was a bit unusual. Well, first of all, in high school, nobody talked to us about vocational training. It was basically for students who weren't getting by in school. Oh, yeah, that's where we'll send them. For the rest, if there was any chance you could make it elsewhere, it was go to university. Go to university. If you look at salaries, it's about $30 an hour for most jobs in construction. Go to university, it'll take you years before you earn that kind of salary.
Let's say he was really motivated when he got into this program. Because for sure at the end of secondary 5, you finish school and all that. So when he started out on the DVS, he was motivated. So now when we're doing renovation, the criticism can be pretty harsh.
When we talk about renovation, he always tells me, you should use this product. That's what I learned at school. Here's what the standards are. If you use that, it might work, but you're not going by the book.
He'd like to do renovation work, have his own home, but after he could maybe work for himself and choose his own hours, make his own schedule.
There have been several calls for job offers, but he hasn't finished school yet, and he needs his papers to continue. But I'm not worried. I'm sure as soon as he graduates, he'll find something he likes, and it won't take long.